CHÅLOFA! What's up? This is the Islanders View podcast with the Backyard Convos. We're experiencing the backyard conversation of Islanders. It's your boy JC, B.
How's it?
And the Uso Jr.
How's it, everybody?
We're just talking about worldviews, life experiences, culture, sports. You know, we're just chilling, kicking back, speaking our minds. Yeah, you're about to go into a mind of an Islander right about now. CHÅLOFA, everybody.
CHÅLOFA,
Welcome
family.
to SESH
Going on.
number 52.
Part 2.
It's your, part 2. 52, take number 2, part 2. However you guys want to look at it. But we have a very special guest. This time she has her tag team partner with her, the president. If you guys were watching last show, we had a representative from the Kate Thomas Foundation with us. We had some technical difficulties, so we're going to give it a second try. And this time I have my partner, B, with us. Welcome, bro.
What's happening? How's it?
How you been? Good?
Been all right, bro.
Yeah?
Feel accomplished right now.
That's good, brother. That's good. That's always
Yeah.
good.
I'll explain it in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but welcome to session number 52, everybody. Session number 52.5, if you want to call it that. Welcome. Again, if your first time here, please subscribe, like the video, share the love. You guys know what we do here at the Islanders View. Please share the love. Welcome to the show. Let's get our guest online so we can start asking some questions
Yes,
and getting
sir.
to know them. All right, so everybody show some love to the family from the Kate Thomas Foundation. We have Kyogo and Kat Beneventi. Welcome to the show,
Hey.
everybody.
Welcome.
Huff a day.
Off a
Hi,
day.
everybody.
How are you guys doing back home on Guam?
It's hot.
I
What's
wish
new?
Definitely.
we could say that here, man. It's like freezing cold here in Texas. To say it's freezing cold in Texas is not really. They don't go together in a sentence. But yeah, it's freezing cold over here.
But next week will be hot.
But next week it'll be hot. It's very
No. The show is hot, period.
What's the temperature on Guam right now?
Kai, is it like 88 or 91 degrees?
Hold on. It is 29 degrees. Nope, 33. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong one.
What is it?
Feels
Is
like
that-
33, mostly cloudy.
That's Celsius?
I don't want to click on it and then I exit myself again. And
We'll
then we're
just
going to have
stick to
another one.
88.
Oh yeah,
We will just
hey,
stick to 88 degrees, guys. Sounds right.
88. That's not that bad.
Yeah.
With the humidity factor of
But humidity,
1,000.
humidity factor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Step
guys know
out.
how it
I'm
is.
already splitting bullets.
To all the
Yes,
listeners and
exactly.
viewers that are from the island, at least from Guam, when you walk out the airport, that
You're
humidity
already
hits
sweating
you.
out of the
Take
shower.
off your jacket before you head out of the airport.
Yeah. So welcome, ladies. Again, they're from the Kate Thomas Foundation. It's great to have you guys on the show.
Truly appreciate
you
it.
for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Of course. Junior will be joining us at some point. He said he's going to join us. He's going to be popping in, so he's going to make his grand entrance like he always does. But let's get on with the show. And you guys know how we get it started here at the Islanders View. We always do our beverage highlight. We're going to go around the table. Go ahead, B, what you got?
I have a special beer. I wanted to save it for tomorrow's craft night, but I couldn't hold on to it. It's from Hubbard's Cave. It's a French toast stout, 12%. And I said earlier, if I'm stuttering or slowing my words at the end, you already know why. I won't be Balat, so I'll be Balat.
It's a French
Oh,
toast
boy.
stout. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
French toast stout. Cinnamon, maple syrup, vanilla. It's literally a breakfast in a can.
Oh man,
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
It's a little sweet.
Nice. Sounds like a dessert.
Right?
What you got? What you got, Kai? What you drinking?
I am just drinking red wine, sweet red wine, Roscato, my go-to for after work.
Oh,
It's
nice.
only it's not 12%. I'm still a baby. It's 7%. It's 7%. So I will not be slurring. I hope.
That's okay.
Depends on how many glasses you have, right?
Yeah, she's
One.
saving herself to after the show because she's supposed to go hang out. Remember?
Yes, I'm going to Fajita, where we'll have. Well, I already finished this bottle, so I have another bottle waiting. So we're good.
Nice. And then Kat's hiding from
Well,
us,
not now.
so she's not gonna show what she's drinking if she is. Do you have a
But
beverage?
I will
Hello, Kat, you there?
share that I was drinking a biscotti.
You drinking a what? Kat, you there? Hello? I think she disconnected. I know she said she was.
She said
in a
biscotti.
hotel. She said biscotti, but she was in a hotel, right? Oh, she's
But what is biscotti? Is that a wine?
I have no idea. It sounds
Yeah.
like a wine. It sounds like it could be a great wine.
I mean,
It sounds
Adventure
like
time.
a cracker spread.
crackers.
Oh, you're talking about like the Biscoff? The biscotti Biscoff? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
We have Biscoff.
I think
biscotti
something's
is
going on
a-
with the. Oh, go ahead.
It's a type of hard bread dipped in
That's what-
chocolate or
Hey, that's what my
The
sister
Biscoff?
just. That's what my sister just put. I thought that's what you eat with coffee.
yeah. You dip it, right?
Oh, she's drinking coffee with her biscuitsu.
Oh, that's
I think
typical
that's what
for the
she
middle
was-
of the day.
I think that's what she's talking about. That's what she meant. Oh, that's what Kat did. Is she back with us? Kat, you there? She unmuted, but we can't hear her.
Just trying to get back on.
Hopefully she can.
Yeah.
Oh man. Kat, if you can hear me, try to disconnect and come back on. Kai got it. Right, Kai?
Got it. No funny faces for me today.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess because she's in a hotel, the reception's pretty bad. So, all right, we'll just go on with the show. Myself, I'm watching my calories, so I'm just gonna sip on some Truly, raspberry Truly.
Raspberry
I don't know if
Truly.
you guys can see that. Yeah, raspberry Truly. I have it in my little. What do you call these things? Whatever you call
Can
it.
cooler?
A can cooler, yeah. Cooler, can.
A cooler. So if you have several of those, you can be a little.
They're 5%, bro, just like any beer. Just less calories. So you're getting the alcohol, you're just not getting the
It's been a while
calories.
since I've drank a 5%er, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's been a while.
12%.
Oh man.
It's been a while, you know.
Oh, that's funny. But hey, as you guys know, if you guys were joining us last time we tried this, I keep emphasizing last time we tried it. I'm just making fun of Kai, and we'll see why later. Guess who joined us? Guess who joined the party? Our brother Junior. What's up, bro?
What's up, guys?
What's up,
How's
man?
it?
Hey, Junior,
Sorry, I'm late.
no problem, bro. That's Kai. Kai, this is our other co-host, Junior.
Hi, Kai.
He's the
Hi.
Samoan of the group.
Junior, why you? Because, bro, it looks like you're ducking down like this.
I
And you're
know.
like,
I was rushing to get on here. I didn't even get able to set up anything.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. So hey, welcome to the show, Junior. As you know, everybody, well, we're hoping that Kat comes back on the show. If you guys are just joining us, we got Kai Ogo, and hopefully Kat comes back. She's the president of the Kate Thomas Foundation on Guam, back home on the islands. We're gonna be talking about foster care and the situation on Guam. So if whoever's just joining us, our listeners and viewers, please join the conversation. You guys can join us live if you like. Can ask questions. Just click on the link in the description of YouTube or Facebook, and you guys can join us live or just chat with us on the
Like it before, but I grabbed some more Yingling Flight.
Oh, nice.
Nice low calorie beer. Trying to watch my figure.
It's
Yeah.
like a Midwest beer, ain't it?
I think so. Let's see, it's made over there in I don't know.
Oh man, that's funny. You've been drinking it, but you don't know where it's made.
It's somewhere in Yingling.
I thought it was a Chinese beer when I first saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but no, I know. I remember reading somewhere that it was made somewhere in the United States.
It's got to be made somewhere, bro.
Yeah, in the United States.
All right, Kai. So Kat kind of left. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready for this.
All right, let's do it. Hopefully she comes back on. But again, the topic for today is foster care, and we're gonna talk about why the Kate Thomas Foundation was founded and created. Now, before we get started, we gotta let everybody know, all our listeners and viewers, why we had to do a second show. We had to have a SESH 52 0.5 or a SESH 52 take number 2.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta let everybody
It's gonna
know.
be
So is
fun.
everybody ready?
I
So
hope
this is
nobody's
why, everyone.
drinking right
We're
now.
gonna take a look back. We're gonna take a look back at last week and why we're doing this again this week. All right, here we go. I know they can become foster parents, but it's almost like a something hard to me, because on Guam it's like
Mhm.
you already have your whole family, like then you're taking in more of your family members. You know what I mean?
No! No!
What happened?
No! My phone died! How did it die?
Hello?
It's not.
Hold on. Oh, I think we lost Kai. So that is the reason we're here today again, which
God, I
makes
thought you said your dog died.
Oh my gosh. Worse. My phone.
sorry to put you on the spot there, Kai.
It's
But-
fine as long as we all had a great laugh.
When I was like, no, it kept recording.
It was a
That's
delay, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a delay or something.
Yeah, it had to be. I was like,
Great.
her phone died, but it was still recording her like expressions and everything. It was so awesome. I was like, oh
It's payment
yeah.
for leaving the conversation.
Oh yeah, I got her. I can't wait to do the next one. Well, awesome. Welcome back.
Great.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
We did have Kat again. Hopefully she joins us. But let's get the show going.
Yes, sir.
So, Kai, let us know. I guess we'll start off the top. Let us know, your position with the foundation, and then is there anything else you do other than outside of the foundation?
Well, so I am the secretary treasurer of the Kate Thomas Foundation, newly elected this year. So I'm still getting used to some of the things that are, some of the ropes. Outside of the Kate Thomas Foundation, I don't really do everything I do is dealing with the foster kids or kids in the shelter. So I've been working closely with the Kate Thomas Foundation for all the other extra stuff I do. So it's still considered in.
Nice.
But yeah.
How long have you been working there? Or how long have you been? Is
I-
it a volunteer
just this year.
service or?
It's just this year that I started. So it's newly elected. Or I'm newly elected this year, sorry.
Okay,
It's
congratulations.
just this year, so
Congrats.
thank you. It was about 2 months ago, so I'm still new. Still working on it.
Nice. So they forgot to tell you to charge your phone
Yeah,
when you do
basically,
interviews.
kind of. Sorry about that.
No, that's no problem. No problem. It made this show much better, much more fun.
Yeah,
after
I'm
this.
so sorry about that, guys. But at least everyone got a great laugh.
Yeah. Now they got all of us here today.
You know, it's just like my daughter. She'll run her phone all the way to like the lowest battery before she charges it. I'm like, why don't you charge your phone? She's, oh, I'll charge it later until it dies, and that's when she charges it.
Right.
It's supposed to be good though for your phone.
Yeah.
I keep my charger plugged in all day.
So
I suffer from FOMO, fear of missing out, so I never want my phone to die.
guys, how long has the foundation been like up and running? I know you said you've
We
been
were
there for a
established
year.
in since September 2019.
Okay, that's good. Fairly new.
Yeah, September 2019. Kate Thomas,
Mhm.
she's the founder of the foundation. She is an amazing lady. She was an amazing lady. She passed on. That's why now Kat, her daughter, took over. Kat is actually her foster daughter. So she took over, but it was founded by Kate Thomas.
Okay.
She helped a lot of the kids in the community. She was always there. She's like the mama bear for a lot of people, especially those in the shelter, those kids in need. So it was only fitting that she was the one who founded the foundation.
That's nice.
Oh, nice.
Is your Kai? Is your foundation? Is that a place where people who are potentially interested in becoming foster parents, they can contact you guys to find out the process on how to become foster parents?
Well, so we are the Foster Foundation. We only what we do is we work with the families and the foster children. We help them for like teenagers. We help them transition into adulthood. There's a shelter here that we also work with to help transition. For the younger ones, we usually talk with parents and the foster kids when they're transitioning into the home or when they need help with items or financials. So we're more the support system for the Foster
Okay.
Foundation versus us putting people in homes or finding more homes. But
Mhm.
if need, we can point you guys in the right direction because that still has to go through the government.
Okay. So you're a good resource to, if I have any questions on how to become a foster parent, we can just reach out to you guys.
Yes,
And
and then we can point you into the right direction.
oh, that's awesome. So if I wanted to like recommend a few friends or family in Guam, I could direct them to you guys to help them out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then we'll direct them to the right people. It's just we are in dire need of foster homes. We have about 50 foster homes and 500 or so, because it does climb, foster children. So
Oh, wow.
we have like 50 homes, and there's only so much that each foster home can take in, and especially with all the guidelines, being a female in the foster care, it's even much harder because there's guidelines that they have to follow. So
Yeah.
also becoming a foster parent, that's a big commitment because it's a whole lot different than being a parent to your own blood children, because your blood child is somebody you birthed and you grew to love since they were in your belly or in your other half's belly, versus taking in a stranger's child, a stranger. You do not know this child, you don't know their temperaments, you don't know their history, you don't know what they've gone through. So being a foster parent, it's a lot of work, but it's really worth it in the end, especially if you're the one that takes care of that child and they grow up to be do great things,
Yeah.
that there's no other greater blessing than that.
So, I know there was a part where you said that you help with the transition of the young adults. Because I had a question regarding, like, when they age out of foster. I know I read something that whenever they age out, there's a high percentage of them that don't have a permanent home or don't have a place to go. So you had answered that basically. Like, you guys, it's pretty cool that you guys are helping those aged out kids that don't have a permanent.
Well, there is a shelter though that they can go to.
There is?
There is a shelter, yes. So, Sanctuary Incorporated, located in Maimai, they do have a TLP program that's called Transitional Living Program, and they cater to 16 and a half up to 23, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, they cater up to 23 years old. And there's levels, there's steps that you have to take. When you go in, they process you. They basically ask your goals, what you want to do, what do you want to accomplish, your short-term goals, your now goals, and then your long-term goals. And then from there, the staff of the shelter and the caseworkers that are there, that are placed there, they help you achieve those long-term goals, short-term goals, and current goals. So if, like, they don't have a job but they want to get a job, that's their goal, one of their goals. The shelter will chauffeur them around to apply, help them. If it deals with internet, then they don't really understand, because sometimes a lot of the kids, they don't grow up with internet access, so they don't really know how to use computers. So that's when the staff step in and they teach them. They teach them how to cook, how to clean, how to shop, how to budget, time management. So this shelter, if you're no longer, if you're a foster child and you're transitioning out of foster care, but you still need that extra help, there is that program at Sanctuary, the Transitional Living Program, that if you qualify to go in, they will help you, they will guide you. And I grew up in that shelter. I grew up in Sanctuary since I was 12 and a half years old. And then I went over to the TLP program because I got too old for the co-ed program. So I believe that Sanctuary's transitional program works wonders. You just have to let the program work with you, not for you. So I like it there. I liked the program. It really does work.
Oh, that's nice. I was just about to ask you what your story was and what led you to the foundation. So I see that you started.
I grew up there.
You grew up there. Oh, wow. So just your heart was just you want to give back to where you came from, right?
Basically, yes, because I was abandoned in the shelter when I was 12. So without them, truly without the foster foundations, without foster homes that tried to house me, and the whole government, basically, they all raised me. And without them, I'd either be a drunk, a druggie, or dead. And I'm neither of those. So I'm truly grateful. So that's why when I was selected to be the treasurer and secretary of the Kate Namas Foster Foundation, I cried because it's an honor. And I already before the foundation, I was already doing my own thing to the shelter on Thanksgiving. I provide the Thanksgiving meal, sometimes dessert. I drop off gifts. Whatever donations I get, I always try my best to give back to the shelter and the community. Of course, I help other kids, especially when they leave the shelter. Some of them have my personal number and they message me when they're going through hard times at home, and they understand that I came from that background. So some of the kids that are in foster homes, they do reach out and they ask, like, how do I adjust, or what do I do to make it better? So yeah, it's good.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I don't want us to. I know there's not any dumb questions in life, but what is the difference between adoption and foster care? And can a foster child be adopted?
yes and yeah. Okay, so yes, a foster child can be adopted if the foster parent wants to, but there are steps to do that as well, because you do have to go through court for approval. The
Yeah.
difference between a foster child, or fostering, sorry, and adopting is fostering, you're just housing them for the time being. You're just housing the child until they're either able to reconnect with family or they're trying to find them an adoptive family. Adoption is, that is your child. You are legally bonded to that child now. That is your child to until they're 18. That is your child. Versus foster care, you're just housing the child until they're able to either they're just waiting to turn 18 legal age, or they're just looking for a home to place them in or back with their
to be
family. So
adopted.
you're just a temporary housing.
Oh.
And you need more foster parents with 500 kids in the foster care program and only 50 homes.
Yes.
Mind
Yeah,
blown.
that's
Yes.
yeah. That's like 10 kids per
Yes.
home.
It
and
is
you
a
can't
long
do that, right?
process. It is a long
Yeah.
process.
That's crazy. Yeah, hopefully
It is,
people are
and I
listening,
feel
and
bad.
I hope all our listeners out there, just consider it, look into it, do your research, contact Kai over there at Hope for Foster Homes and get more information. I think in the Islanders, we as Islanders, that's in our heart to always foster kids. Like growing up, we were either taking care of cousins, taking care of our daughter or son's friends who want to just spend the night for a couple nights. That's in our hearts to do that, but we do it, because that's just how we are, Islanders. But then going through the government is a hard part for us to like go sign up and do stuff for the government, and all that kind of like holds us back. But it's on our hearts to foster kids. That's what we do. Like in Hawaii, they call it hanai. I know in Samoa, we raised a lot of our cousins. I was raised by a lot of uncles and aunties and stuff. So we just do that as Islanders. So, I think, with you in Guam, I think if more people, know about what's needed, that they'll step up and they'll rise to the occasion, because Islanders, we love to do that.
Of course.
Awesome. And Kate, or Kat, who was supposed to be joining us today, she couldn't find good reception, so she's going to try to pop back in when she can. But she's the president, correct? He said.
Yes, she
And
is.
so she was the foster child of Kate, right?
Yes.
Who founded the foundation.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So I'm sure she.
So it was amazing that she took over, because it's only fitting as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's full circle.
So I'm pretty sure she shares a lot of stories.
She does, and
she does.
They're tough stories, and I'm grateful that she's the president of the foundation, because her heart is in it 110%, and the foundation just drives her. It's her way to give back to her mom. I won't call her foster mom, because that's like kind of it's not fitting to call her a foster mom, because that is her mom. And this is just, in a way, it's like her way of thanking her, because she took over and now she's out there helping all these kids that need her and need the foundation, and she's just carrying on her mom's legacy. This is her mom's legacy, and it's a beautiful legacy.
Yes, that's awesome. Kai, if there's a way like that I wanted to donate some time or money, is there a way we can reach out to you, and is there services that like we can volunteer for at the foundation?
Yes. So right now we're just because we turned in all our forms over to DMV. We're just waiting for clearance, and then we're gonna get the bank account rolling for the foundation. Only because I'm now I'm the newly elected treasurer. I had to have my name put in order to have access to put donations in for the foundation. So yes, you guys can contact us, and we'll be able to accept your donations. And then for the volunteering, we do have drives sometimes. Like right now, we have our cinch bag drive that is ending in March 15th. And the cinch bag drive, that's just hygiene products and unused clothing like t-shirts, undergarments, clothing that are unused. And what we're going to do is we're going to bag all of that, whatever donations. We have drop boxes throughout the island, and we collect them, and then we're going to start bagging them in the cinch bags and give it to the foster kids and the foster families so that it'll help them with hygiene products, because especially right now during the pandemic, some of these foster families are really struggling to keep finances up, especially the power bills are going up, the gasoline's going up, water bills are going up. Everything is just going up. So we're doing this cinch bag drive so that we can at least help some of these foster families and kids who need hygiene products, but it's really hard to get, or they need undergarments, but they're struggling. So the cinch bag drive that we have, and it ends on March 15th, so that it gives us time to start bagging and putting it together. We have that going on until the 15th, so you guys can still make donations if you want. And then we have other stuff coming up that you guys can support. Like we have the wave on the 16th at the ITC building. That's just, we're doing the wave to thank all of the local sponsors that are donating constantly and providing their workplace to drop-offs, and all the foster parents to wave to thank them as well for taking in the kids, and for the kids as well, for the foster kids, for them for being so strong and staying alive and fighting and making the system work with them. So on the 16th, we have that drive, the wave going on, and that's just a thank you to all from the Foster Foundation.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
awesome.
it's like
That's awesome.
Is that an acronym or is it like a literal wave? Like
like we're gonna stand out on the ITC intersection area, and we're gonna be like, thank you guys. You know, we're gonna have a banner and everything.
Because acronyms is a thing now. No one likes to spell things out.
Sorry, no, it's a literal wave.
Hey, if you guys are just joining us, to all our listeners and viewers, we're here with Kai Ogo. She is a representative from the Kate Thomas Foundation, Foster Care Foundation on Guam. If you guys want to join the chat, if you guys want to join us live, have any questions, click in the link in the YouTube description or Facebook description. You can join us live. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, and share the love, because that's what we do here at the Islanders View. Share the love, and we're talking about foster care.
Yes, sir. Two questions, and I think this kind of like runs in with each other. Is there a fee to become a foster parent? And then when you become one, is there like a length of time that is required for a foster parent to keep a child, or is it just as long as they're needing that home to be placed under them? Because I know there's is there, so I know like with adoptive parents, right, there's like you have to put
adoption fees and all.
But as far as being a foster parent,
foster care, no,
it's just
but
like
you do get paid to be a foster parent. Last I known, you do get a monthly stipend to be a foster parent. Yes, last I remember, you do get a monthly stipend to become when you are a foster parent and you're housing the child. Yes,
I think when I researched it was like somewhere like in the like 500, between 500 and like 600 range.
Yes, so you do get a monthly stipend for the child that you are housing, and that's just to take care of their needs and stuff. But now these days, even $500, that can't really get you anywhere here on the island. $500, like,
I know,
hygiene products and
milk,
clothes. That's it.
Yeah.
Milk.
No, like I went when we were in Hawaii, like for breakfast was $50.
Yeah.
Like stuff for breakfast.
Not going to Hawaii.
Yep, that's Hawaii.
Milk.
Wow.
Mix,
that's why I moved to Texas. That's why I moved to Texas. No, Hawaii, the milk is like $7 right now in Hawaii.
Yeah, I know.
$7 a gallon.
It is $10 on Guam. I know it's like $10, right, on Guam. Okay.
Oh.
I'm one of those people that just put it in the cart. I just put it in the cart.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people just put it in the cart. Take care of it later.
Well,
Sorry.
with us,
Is there
with
farmers
us, we
market on Guam? Like farmers
Farmers
market?
market.
Really be?
The flea market. They have a lot of vegetables.
Hey,
Lots and
bro,
lots of vegetables.
there's I know there's people at ranch have chickens. There's
no,
people that
there's
have ranch
farmers
have
market.
cows.
Yeah.
They have farmers market. in Guam.
The flea market,
Hawaii,
yeah,
too.
they sell all the vegetables. They even have ducks, little baby ducklings, and baby chicks. They sell. I've even seen an iguana once.
And
So
balut.
they
Really?
have the farmers. Yeah, they have bullet too.
Yeah, sweet
Smelly
balut.
tie?
In the morning, the new flea market, the new flea market,
Oh my
not the old
gosh.
one. The old one is more garage sale type. The old flea market, but the new flea market,
The old one, you
that's
mean the
where all
one,
of it is.
the old one, the one in Harmon?
The one.
Well, where's the new one?
Dedito Payless. So the Dedito Payless area, that's what you're talking about. That's the old one. The new one is the new one is near the. Oh wait, I don't even know if you guys know, but next to the precinct in Dedito, almost to DRMC. No.
No.
Okay.
No,
I
It's
mean,
been a while, huh?
I know where you're at. I know where you're at, but
The Dedito girl housings on the highway.
yeah.
The 2-story ones, the one who look kind of cute. Across it, there's there. That's where the new flea market is, but that's more catered to like the vegetables, the plants, the baby chicks, and food trucks. Not really to buy things like if you want to go buy house products or whatever. That's at the old flea market. The new flea market is catered to like vegetables and fruits and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So so what are you guys facing as far as trying to get more foster parents or foster homes for these kids? Like what obstacles are you facing? Like why because I know you said, I don't know if you have the data, but what is the ratio between foster homes and foster kids?
Yikes. That is, I don't have the ratings for that right now. That's something that Kat would have.
Yeah.
But I do know from my own knowledge that, from my own experience as well, one foster home can house, depending on the amount of rooms they have, because females, once they hit 12, females have to have their own room or be in a room with females, but no more than at 3. So in my experience, one foster parent can house, depending on how big their house is and how many rooms and their income, of course. One family I once encountered was able to take in 5 foster kids, sometimes only 1. It all depends on the family's living situation and finances, whether they have the finances to take care of more, whether they have the room space. So it all depends on the foster family's income and housing.
Oh, okay.
They could take up to 10 if they had a 10-bedroom house or a 6-bedroom house or a 7-bedroom house, depending. They can take in more.
So they're just not. Go ahead.
Before we go on to the next question, I just want to do some shout outs. We do have some people joining us. Chris Iriarty says, hi. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining the show. My sister, I showed my sister she was on.
Hey.
She says, cheers. And then I believe this is your brother, B. He says, pee pee poo poo. I think he's talking about my truly. And then Mahea, it's our niece. She says, hi. Hi, Mahea.
Hi, Mahea.
Thanks for joining the show, guys. If you guys want to click on the link, you guys can join us live, ask questions, or just leave your questions up and we'll post them onto the live stream. So welcome to the show, everyone.
Yes,
Go ahead,
sir.
B.
I know you were saying that there's a shortage of foster parents. With it being there's a shortage, is it just like the qualifications, or people aren't applying to be foster parents, or what's the drawback with that?
Okay, so it is a process. It is a long process. to become a foster parent, you have to get clearance. Your house has to be inspected as well by CPS to get approved. Whether it's safe, there's background checks. There's just to make sure that the child is going to be safe and in safe hands and provided for. So there is, it can take long, especially we also don't have enough CPS caseworkers. So we have to also wait for them to be available to do home visits, to clear them. Background checks can take some time. So that is one of them. And then also not enough people are wanting to sign up because of how long it takes to be a foster parent. Because I'd love to be a foster parent too, but if I apply now, will I be too old by the time I get approved? How long will it take? So things that I'm asking myself because I want to be.
There's a limit?
No, there's no limit because my first foster mom, she was old enough to be my great grandmother, but she was still kicking and screaming. But there's no age limit. It's just the capability of being able to provide for that child.
Oh, got you.
So yeah, because if I'm in my 40s or if I'm in my 50s, I don't know if I'll be able to take care of a child if I'm gonna have to learn how to take care of myself
there's
again.
so much.
Kai, I'm 48 years old, Kai, and I can still take care of a child. You shouldn't be saying 50.
So
not what I meant. Not what I meant.
I can still run around and grab some kids right now.
I am so sorry. Did you want to apply to be a foster parent?
Oh yeah, I will.
Okay, we'll send you some documents.
He has the house for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually
we'll
just
send
thinking, 10. We're just having this conversation. I'm already thinking, like, I was wanting to talk with my wife now. Like, I don't know the process here in Texas, but I might look into it because I don't know. I mean,
like pulling
want to
kids
come to
from the
Guam?
Yeah.
Want to come to Guam?
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of kids would love the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna talk to my daughter. She's in Guam. I'll tell her that she needs to volunteer with you guys.
Definitely. If not volunteer to be a foster parent, then volunteer to come out to the wave or something.
I want to look into it because I mean, kids. Just I don't know. I just feel like when you're in a good place that you want to just try to give back, and I was always trying to find something to give back, and this just sounds like a good thing to give back and mentoring kids and being a foster parent. It really sounds something that I really like to try to do. So probably after this podcast, I'll go talk to my wife and maybe we can seriously discuss it. But I hope a lot of people think about doing this because kids they need that help, man. They need us and we need to be there for them.
Definitely. I do want to point out though that for those who are wanting to be a foster parent, please don't pass on the teenagers. I know that some people are thinking, oh, they're too old already. I can't control the teenager. They're rebellious or whatever. Because I used to be that 14-year-old. I used to be that 15-year-old, and they need patience. They need love. They need kindness. They need someone who isn't going to give up on them, So if anybody out there is really thinking about being a foster parent, I ask that you do not pass on the teenagers. Don't just go for the babies because they're cute and cuddly. And you could teach them. Go for the teenagers because they too are our future. They too need the love. They too need the support because in a few years they're going to be adults and they're going to be out there in the streets. And if you could have shown them some love, some kindness, and some patience, and they could be somebody. They could be a somebody here. But if some of the kids that I know that were in the foster care, they were always getting passed on, and now their mindset is just like, everybody leaves me, nobody loves me enough, no one, they have a really poor mindset because in the foster care it mentally it's tough. And so if anybody's looking into foster care and they say, hey, I have a 12-year-old, 14-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old, please, if you have patience and if you have the time, go for it. Don't just go for the babies because they're cute and cuddly. The teenagers,
Yeah.
man, they need love.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. That's
Wow.
good. I'm glad you said that.
Oh, you should be a motivational
Sorry.
speaker.
No, that's good to know. So
Well,
So you being a foster parent, like you can choose, or is it like
Not necessarily.
so? Say Junior is a foster parent, like, hey, we have a 10-year-old that needs a foster home.
Basically, that's just how it goes. But like, hey, Junior, so my name is Kai. I have a 12-year-old here. She's a female. We just took her away from her family. She needs a good place to stay for a while until we can reconnect her to one of her other family members, or find her an adoptive family, or see where the court takes her. Are you able to house her? I see that you applied on this day. What is it? I see that you have a spare room and you have a wife and you guys are able to take care of her. Would you be interested in taking this child in? And then that's when Junior will be like, yeah, sure, bring her down.
All right.
Sure.
Is there a vetting with that? I mean, like,
there's a listing,
hey.
yes. So it's a first come, like whoever applies, there's like a stack and they go through it and they just try and house. But because there's like only 50, they try not to put too much. So those who, the kids who can't be housed because only 50 houses are 50 homes, those who can't be housed, the CPS caseworkers or the court, they try their best to find a distant relative or a close relative. It could be your third cousins, aunties, uncles, ninos, thrice removed.
Yeah.
And they'll try and see if, like, hey, you want to take in this child?
That works perfect on Guam because everybody's par.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it really
There you
just
go.
took in like 50 homes.
Yeah, 500.
And it's actually like when they pass, when some of the foster homes pass, it just knocks down, because some of these guys, they're foster parents when they were young, and some of them they're dying out already, literally. And it's sad because they spent their whole life being a foster parent. And then there's one foster mom, my first foster mom, one that was old enough to be my great grandmother. She has housed over 100 children.
Oh wow!
In her as a foster parent, she has housed over 100 children.
Oh, Auntie.
And a lot of them either joined the military, or they moved to the States and they have great lives, or they made something of themselves. And she's a hardcore Catholic. Like, we wake up in the morning and we pray, we go to we're the ones opening the church, and we're the ones ironing the altar sheets. And she even had the rotary phone. We were like,
yeah. Hey, don't knock on that. Man. Don't knock on that.
Like, she was a time capsule. You literally wake up. I was like 16 when I went to her, and we wake up to go outside and do house chores, like yard work. And then when we come in, we're washing up for breakfast. And like, wow. And we crochet and we watch Little House on the Prairie on VCR. I'm like,
wow.
Whoa. There's no internet. There's no, like, your life was basically like if back then.
You're talking about VCR. So what year was that? You were what? 7?
16. I was 16.
16?
But she still.
She still had a VCR.
I know. What year was that though? I don't want to call her out on her age.
2009.
No, she's saying that the grandma still had a VCR.
2010. No, I understand.
Yeah, the foster mom.
You need to put
I was like
probably
2010, 11.
Oh yeah,
yeah, right.
Way played out.
The DVD player was a thing already, so that's how crazy it was.
VCR was gone.
But she was so
you didn't even have the combo VCR DVD. You just had the VCR with the rewinder.
But she was a tough lady, man. I'm telling you, she was tough. But she loved. She's what the Foster Foundation needed.
And I
She
think,
showed love, care,
yeah,
but she had
and
Mhm.
I think to be a foster parent, you need to, if you're gonna, how many children did you say she fostered?
over 100.
Over 100 different children, like that's
Yes,
different
throughout the
personality.
time. Throughout the
Yeah,
time.
that's like different personalities, different. Like you have
Mhm.
to be different. You know what I mean? Or you have
Well,
to
I
be.
think she was the same.
That's
She had the
special, man.
same. She had the
What?
same.
No,
What do you
she was
call
the
it?
same throughout.
Yeah, throughout all of them, I think she like touched them to being the same way. You know.
She stayed the same.
Well, yeah,
That's
no.
how
What
she
I mean by
was.
like,
But that's
I mean like a
exactly what they
different,
needed.
not like different every time. I'm saying like a different person. You got to be like made of something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause
But yeah,
Mhm.
she sounded like she was set in her ways where nobody's gonna distract her from how she's gonna be. It's
yeah,
got
she
to
was
be her way
Mhm.
or the highway. You know.
she was
That's
probably a drill sergeant at some point.
Right?
Probably.
Yeah.
But all her biological children were in the military.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't
I
knock
was
it.
gonna ask you to share a story. That's a pretty good story. Um,
Yeah.
but since we have a little break before the next question, we do have some people commenting. We have a shout out to Amanda Arocha. She says foster care in Texas is a process and is rewarding. Requirements is stable home, pass background checks, and attending training,
Oh, thank
first
you,
aid,
Amanda.
and CPR.
Thank you, Amanda. That's great information.
Yeah, shout out. Also, shout out to my daughter Joselle. She says hello, hi
Hi.
baby, and then my
Hi.
wife is on as well, Giovanna
Hey.
Vana.
Love
She has the same kind of mindset. I was gonna ask you. She would love to be a foster, or I should say we now that I'm talking about. But we would love to be foster parents, but can you send them to Texas? So that was gonna be my question: is there a process where you can send them over, like overseas, or send them to the
Okay.
States?
So that I'm not entirely sure. That's something that Kat would be able to answer you. But after the show, I will get you guys your answers, and I will definitely message you that when I get a better answer, because I don't want to say anything and it'll be
Awesome.
false.
Oh,
So I
you're
will get that
media trained.
information
Hey,
for
look.
you, and
You're
I
media
will.
trained, Kai.
No, not of immediate. I'm trying to tell you her foster mom, the one we're just talking about, she must have been like a drill sergeant. Because that is what a private's supposed to say when they can't answer a question.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know the
think
question, but I will find it for you and I'll get back to you.
Mhm.
I think as being a foster parent is since it's a temporary duty, I think it would be tough to send them to out of state or out of the island,
Mhm.
because if it's temporary, like, oh, I just need you to house them for 2 weeks or house them for a month, then it'd be hard to leave the island.
Might as well just
Mhm.
adopt.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna
Yep, there you go.
if you want to foster a kid or just might as well adopt them from Guam. So look into
Yeah.
adoptions.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good answer. Good answer.
I was trained
Nessa
well.
Cruz joined
well.
us. She's saying hi, fam. What's going on? She's on again.
How's it? So, speaking with adoption, right? So, how often is a foster child adopted? And then, is there a certain age that they would that the foundation would ask for them to be like adopted, or is it just depending? Okay, so it leads into this question: if the foster parents adopt a foster child, can they continue to be foster parents to newer foster children? The phone died.
They can continue to be foster. Oh, sorry.
That's
No, I'm
okay.
sorry. I don't know.
What the-
It's not my.
Her phone
I
didn't
need a
die. Her
drink.
phone didn't
I
die.
think it's just freezing.
She had to take a swig
Yeah,
of wine.
that's
Hold it, everyone.
yeah.
Do not touch that channel. Do not touch that channel. Her phone did not die.
I'll go like this again, I promise. Oh man.
She took another swig.
I'm gonna need it.
Oh,
I'm gonna be a
man.
little tipsy before I get to the beach. Oh boy.
Oh man, just let them know that you're on the Islanders View, and you know,
Yep. I'm gonna be
put
like,
the shout
hey,
out
you
there.
want to watch a good video? Want to get a great laugh? Watch an Islanders View. Promise you. Oh
Subscribe,
man.
everything. All right, so
Oh
what was the question again, B? How often? Oh, you were sorry.
So how often are foster children adopted, and if they are adopted, do the foster parents continue to be foster parents, or it's just like, hey, we've adopted, we just want to pull out?
thanks. So yes, they can adopt the foster child, but they have to go through a process. They still have to go through the courts because any adoption, of course, has to go through the court system. And
the parent has to sign off, right? Like the
yes, unless they're considered a ward of the state. If they're a ward of the state, then that's an easier process. Being a ward of the state, your parents are the government. So the judge would be the one in charge of that. And CPS is like your Poksai parents, and they're the ones like, oh yeah, that parent's good. They can adopt. So you can adopt your foster child, granted that if they're still connected to through their parents, then they have to sign off on that. If they're a ward of the state, then the government is the one that has to issue that. But everything always has to go through the court for adoption. For your other question, if they want to adopt and then pull out of being a foster parent, they can, but they can also continue being a foster parent while they adopt. And then your third question, which was
percentage of foster kids becoming
a lot of the time, last I've known, the adoption rate is not there. It's not high enough to even consider. A lot of the times they just stay in the foster care system until they're old enough to get out of it, until the government releases them on their 18th birthday. A lot of them just grow out of the system instead of being adopted. Your chances of being adopted when you're a baby is even less because what CPS does is they try and house, especially for young children, especially, they're more focused on them as well, because they're trying to see like, well, if you can't have your child, then we're going to put them in foster care. And while that child's in foster care, while that baby's in foster care, they're out there checking the baby's mom's side of the family and the dad's side of the family. And they're knocking on doors like, hey, I have your niece, I have your nephew. Would you like to take your child? Would you like to take them in? Would you like to house them? Would you like to adopt them? Would you like to foster them? Or just take them in, period. So a lot of them end up just giving them to family members instead of having them get adopted from the adoption from the adoption area for families that are looking for kids to adopt. So a lot of adoption on Guam is a lot harder than it is on the States because there's always going to be an auntie, there's always going to be an uncle, or the parents are, if they're still connected to the parents are going to be stubborn, like, no, that's my child, regardless of if that parent can or cannot provide, or if they're mentally or physically able to take care of that child. They're still going to fight the system. So a lot of the times they just foster them until they grow out of the system. The rate for children growing out of the foster care is much higher than the adoption rate, and that's really sad. So our adoption rates are not what we would like it to be. It would be great if we were to bring it to 50%, but not even close. Not even close to that. You can't even make it a percentage, I feel. So, yeah.
So with that, with what you said, with the social workers trying to find family members, do they also go out of the island too? Like, would they look for people off island, family members off island who could take the child? For relatives off island, they will?
Yes. So, let's say they come to me and they're like, hey, I have your nephew. Would you like to
Yeah.
take him in? I'd be like, oh, sorry, financially I'm not ready, or I work 6 days out of the week, so I will
Yeah.
not be able to take care of the child. But his Uncle Joe is in the States and
Yeah.
he has all the time in the world and all the money in the world and has like a 10-bedroom house. So go check the Uncle Joe, and here's his number, here's his whatever. And then CPS or whoever will contact Uncle Joe and be like, hey,
Okay.
Uncle Joe, I got your number from Kai. Do you want to take in your niece or nephew? You know, they'll reach out, and of course you'd have to fly to Guam to go through
Yeah.
the court process, because I have seen it happen. And I'm still friends with her. She did have her aunt in the States adopt her,
Oh.
and man, she's doing great things. She's in the military. She has her own kids. She's living a great life, the stateside life. And yeah, so they can send the children off island to their relatives if, of course, they qualify. But you would have to come to Guam and work that out, unless you're filthy rich and you have lawyers up your wazoo and can do all that for you. Like, hey, I'm his lawyer. I'm here proxy.
So we could do some research up here in Texas and then look for some kids in foster care and maybe find a relation. Like, oh, this is my cousin's uncle's brother, sister, daddy's best friend's dog's take owner. Can I bring them to the States?
They don't know me because when I was on island, they were still a baby. They couldn't remember me, but I remember them.
Bring them here to Texas. I'll take them.
Right.
Oh man.
Well,
I know,
my wife. Hey, my
Chief
wife
Kapua.
does say. The wife does say yes. Find out and let us know what. Even weeks or months, and we have an excuse to return them.
Aww.
There you go, Bon.
Hold on, let me
do your research. Do your research.
I'm gonna write this down. Have my little crayon.
It's like
I don't
wine.
use pen. I use crayon.
Right?
It's like that when you do wine and painting. This wine and coloring.
I got blue and black.
Awesome. If you guys are just joining us here on the show, to all our listeners and viewers, we are here with Kai Ogo from Kate Thomas Foundation for Foster Care on Guam, back home on the islands. We're just here. Thanks for joining the show. If you're just joining us, please subscribe, like, comment down below, and share the love, share the video, share it with all your friends and family, and share the love. Pretty much. That's all we're talking about here.
Yes, sir.
If you guys want to join the conversation, want to join us live, click in the link in the description, in the YouTube description, or Facebook. One love and God bless. We love you guys.
So Kai, if the child is placed with a family member, do they have to go through the process of adopting the child, or they're just that's just a family member?
Okay. Sorry, I was finding words. I think it was that last sip. Okay. So they, from experience and from what I know, they don't, would you consider it adoption or would you not? From my experience, what they usually do is just transfer, they give the relative POA, power of attorney over the child.
Okay.
To be able to enroll them to school, pay for bills, go take them to the hospital or whatever. They usually give a POA to the relative. They don't necessarily have them adopt them, but they do give them power of attorney. And that's just basically, it's basically a watered down version of adoption.
Okay.
Because you have all the rights to carry them in insurance, put them in your life insurance, put them to school, take them to the hospital, you have 100% rights to that child with a POA. So it's like a watered down version of adoption. I would consider it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that
You're
answer.
welcome. Thank you. It was a pleasure
Hey.
answering.
Your desk looks full of paperwork. Like, are we doing an
Does it?
adoption? Yeah.
Well, you could see that. Oh boy.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
She's secretly filling out your application already.
I know,
I'm
right?
like,
Going through the process.
qualified. Ooh, denied. Oh, kidding.
So, what is the process for becoming a foster parent?
You apply. I'm kidding. So, you have to
that's
go
funny.
through background checks. You have
Mhm.
to background checks, finances, home visits, and then
Like, do you have to have a
they
certain
also.
credit score?
I don't think they look at your credit score.
I'm just, hey, dude. I'm just saying.
No.
Because if they do,
they
then
look
I'm
at-
never gonna adopt.
They look at credit score. They look at credit score for everything, bro.
Yeah, even employers
I'm
will
just
look at credit
saying.
score too.
I'm
so.
just
No,
saying.
it's a really good question because
That's-
it's like,
hey,
Employers
look,
look at credit
sir,
scores
you
too.
have
Yeah.
all the money
that's
in the
probably
world,
why
but you have
there's a
600.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably why there's a shortage.
they're going for credit score, then 99.9% of the island does not qualify.
That's what I'm
Man.
saying. Because I mean,
Um,
they're already making it hard to live on Guam. Shoot, gas is
Oh my
like
gosh.
almost $6.
Mm-hmm.
Gas is
you
$6
might as well
now.
make it 10 while they're at it.
Yeah, it's almost
It's
$6, bro.
It's like $4 over here, and that's high for us.
They don't want to make it
Can you
six.
send us some gas? Can you send us
So-
some gas, please?
Hey, what is the
$4
gas
is
prices right now?
expensive for us in Texas.
Kai, what is it?
It was $6.30 something, and then it just went up again. So we're almost at
$6.30?
$7.
Oh,
man.
almost
We're
at
almost at
$7.
$7,
Excuse me, I was wrong.
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're
Everybody,
almost at $7. But you know what? All those guys
Oh,
and gals with base access, I envy you to forever. You guys
Everybody
is like
park your cars.
$3.60.
what?
Like, I'm gonna
On
go
the
make friends in the
military?
military. Who wants to be my friend and gas my car?
wow.
How much
dude.
is it on?
$3.60.
How much is it on base over here, John?
I haven't gassed my car in base yet, so I don't know.
Also, gas prices aren't that bad then.
No,
Yeah, I
gas
mean-
prices it just hit $4.
No, it's never really-
$4 here in
That's
Texas.
what I'm saying though. Like,
$4.
remember when Guam was $4 and we're like, holy cow, that's crazy. Now
Yeah.
it's here in Texas.
Mhm.
And it's
$4
I'm
like,
just
last
gonna-
year, wasn't it?
I'm just gonna step out of this conversation because y'all bragging now. $4. I have
$4 expensive
I have a
to us.
2019 Yaris, and $50 is not even. It doesn't even fill up my car.
really?
Yaris?
$50.
$50
I have a
doesn't-
2019
What?
Yaris, and I'm like $50, and I'm like before $40 full
doesn't fill
tank.
up a yard.
Bro, Elon
It
Musk
doesn't
about
fill
to
up my
make
yards.
some money.
That's what
I
I'm
think the
saying.
Yaris-
Man,
I guarantee you
Yaris-
that's
I'm-
why this is happening, bro.
No.
I'm
Guarantee
gonna
you.
go
Make some
and buy some
money.
shares in Mobile and Shell gas station.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy some shares in Mobile and Shell gas station right now. I'll be right
buy
back.
some shares in
God.
Tesla.
I'm gonna go buy a Tesla. I'm gonna go buy a
I'm gonna-
bicycle.
Oh wow.
A gas
That's
powered
expensive.
bicycle?
Yeah.
That is.
I'm gonna start walking everywhere.
I think
All those
my-
guys with F-150s and Rams and all that stuff, they're all out there showing off. Now you don't even see it on the roads.
Yeah.
All you see is little tiny
Now-
cars.
Now it's underneath the canopy.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
something
Oh,
where
how come
they
you're not
turned,
taking it out? Oh, gas.
they turned the car on and it's like, yep, that was $20.
Yeah. Take
I
it to
think
the
this
store.
was,
Ooh, half tank.
I think this was in response to your question, Junior.
Yeah. Temporary legal guardianship. Yeah.
Man. But do we have any more questions for Kai while we have her on, guys? Or
No,
anyone
you can-
watching and listening, you guys got any questions for Kai?
Hit me with questions. I'm
Hit her
confident.
with the question. Now that we have her on before her phone dies.
I know you.
I'm
I
at
know earlier.
28%.
I know earlier you made a joke about like the process being hard to become a foster parent, but do you seriously consider becoming a foster parent later in life?
I do not think I
Okay.
could be a foster parent because truly, a lot of my time is already focused on the shelters with the kids in them. So I feel like if I was to take in a foster child, I wouldn't be able to focus my energy towards the shelters. And right now, because the shelter is a nonprofit organization, financially, they don't have it all. So if I was to even consider or be a foster parent, I'd be taking myself away from that. I'd be taking away the donations that I bring in, and the things that I do for the shelters already. So to be a foster parent for myself, as much as I would love it, I would also, I'd have to consider what it would mean. I would have to focus a lot of my energy on that child, especially because if I was to be, I would take in a teenager. I would definitely take in a teenager.
Yeah.
But if I was to, then my energy, I would have to focus 110% to that child because I want to make sure that they're guided well. I actually have my 14-year-old sister living with me, and that already takes a lot of my energy to guide her. So taking in a foster child would be even more work because this would be a complete stranger, and I want to give that person more attention than I've ever given to anyone because they need it. They need that guidance. And I wouldn't be able to focus on providing help for the shelters or their Thanksgiving meals. I wouldn't have time to cook their Thanksgiving meals or buy presents for Christmas or pass out candygrams on Valentine's Day or look for whatever clothing or sanitary products or clothing that they need. I wouldn't have that time anymore because I would want to make sure that 110% of my energy is focused on that foster child because they need that. They do not need a half in, half out attention. They need someone who's going to be committed and there for them and just them, focused on them because that's what they need. So I would love to be, but right now my main focus is on the shelters and the kids that are in it and their needs and what the shelter needs for them.
All right.
That's awesome.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You saying that you said your sister, right?
I took her in like 2 months ago.
And that's probably another big obstacle with the foster homes is because you already have a bunch of families on Guam that you spoke about it earlier, Junior. You know, us Islanders were always just taking in our own family, so we won't find time or energy to go and apply to become a foster home because we're already taking in all our family members. You know.
Yeah.
And I think
which we're totally grateful for because that just saves our numbers from skyrocketing. Yeah. Because if it wasn't for those family members to take them in, man, I'm pretty sure we'd be way over 500 because it's not just one family, one kid. Sometimes I've seen a family of 12 kids taken away. Really? And I'm like,
wow.
I wish that God's gonna hate me for this, but I wish that we can have like a thing.
That's not a good way to start.
I know, but because I just wish that there was a way where we can control the whole thing. Not necessarily control how many kids people have, but for the family or for people who don't aren't financially able to take care of a child mentally or physically or whatever the case may be, why these children are in the foster care, especially when you're taking a whole bunch of kids away, but the parents just keep making more babies. I just wish there's a way to control that for that purpose only, not for the purpose of population, but more to control like all the kids that are going to be suffering in the system and the way they're going to grow up. I just wish that there was a way to do something about that because to have one family take away 12 children and that parent was still making more, children, it hurts. Fair. It makes me want to cry because all those kids, you can't not place them. When you take away a big family like that from when you take a big lot of children like that, there's no way in hell that they're going to be placed together. Those children are going to be separated. The big kids are going to go to the shelter. The little kids are going to go to foster homes, and they will not be together. There is no way here on Guam that they're going to be together.
Yeah.
You can even have 3 siblings. Sometimes 3 siblings don't even get placed together. And it's the island. So a lot of the times the older siblings are the second parents, and for them to be separated from the little ones,
Mhm.
it's heartbreaking. And
So are the laws the same as on Guam as they are with the states, or like the regulations, right? Like, for instance, let's just say hypothetically, here in the States, siblings cannot be separated, right? Is that something that it's not the
no,
same?
siblings are separated. They are definitely separated. And it hurts because sometimes the little kids, the babies, the
Yeah.
toddlers, they're attached to their older sibling because that's their second parent. That's
Yeah.
their second parent. That's how it is. That's how it is almost everywhere, right? So I've seen where the oldest sister is in the shelter while the toddler siblings are with the foster family. And it ate her up inside because she didn't know where they were. She didn't know where they were. She didn't know how they were doing, were they being taken care of. And the kids were like getting mahalang for her because they were always with her, and that made the kids sick. They were getting mahalang for each other.
Wow.
And when they separate kids like that, it just breaks my heart because I wouldn't know what it feels like, because when I was given to the system, I was on my own. Like, I wasn't on my own, but I'm the oldest child and I'm the only child of my mom and dad. So I didn't get to go into the system with siblings, just myself. And when I talk to some of these kids that are separated from their younger siblings,
Yeah.
some of them want to take their lives because they think that they failed their siblings. So I wish that there was more foster care. I wish there was more foster families, and I wish that they would not separate them, especially if the oldest child is the second parent to the young ones.
Yeah.
And I wish they wouldn't separate them, but they do. They really do. And it's a lot of the times it's because, like I said, foster families, they just go for the babies, the cute and cuddly ones.
Yeah.
And then the older ones have to get taken.
That's a gabna. You've been to law.
She's drinking wine. Okay.
I need another bottle.
At the wave, maybe you have signs. Don't separate siblings.
That's actually a great idea. I should make a sign for that.
Mm-hmm.
Good thinking.
Keep siblings together.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Siblings.
Write that down in my flower area here.
Siblings together.
Siblings belong together. Boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or just siblings belong.
Yeah, siblings belong.
I put keep belonging.
Oh man, stop drinking wine.
Yeah.
He's gonna get off me like, why did I write this?
Oh,
why did I write siblings belonging?
I think of, there's like 6 in my family, 6 of us. And I think, if we were in the foster care and if we had to separate, I just couldn't imagine being away from my brothers and sisters when I was a kid. I mean, it'd be just too heartbreaking. I probably feel like how the kids feel in foster care, probably want to I'll probably be sick all the time because I just couldn't imagine it.
Yeah.
I'm 48 years old. I'm 48 years old and I miss my brothers and sisters right now.
Yeah.
They're all over the country and I miss them. I text them every day just to see how they're doing, just to make sure they're okay.
Now imagine not being able to know where they are. Imagine not knowing where they are.
Oh,
I know.
Not being able to communicate with them.
That's gonna be another part of your life, is trying to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Later on, when you get older.
It gets crazy. So
if I take this journey to become a foster parent, I'm gonna that's gonna be my stipulation is I only want to take siblings. You give me the most. Give me 4 kids, 4 brothers and sisters. I don't want to separate nobody. Give me all of them.
Give me all of them.
So, note to self: send all foster kids to Texas. Big enough house.
I said, Tagaloa, you said that you wanted all the siblings, so there's
Bring me all the
7?
All
siblings.
500, because technically, when they meet each other, they consider themselves siblings. So
So
500 to
Amanda
you.
says, in the state of Texas, family services will try to keep families together, but they do separate siblings. In my adoptive daughter's case, she was separated from her siblings when they were removed.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. See, I knew they do.
Thank you so
They
much,
try.
Amanda.
I know they try to, but I know they do at some point. Yeah.
We need people like Junior.
So,
Like I'm sorry, I can't take a separate sibling. I need all of them.
Yeah, I need all
yeah.
of them.
You know.
Well, hey, but this was a very awesome topic today.
Yes.
Foster care. Hey, reach out. I know you said you had some drives earlier. You had some events going on, Kai. Do you want to
Hmm
speak? Let everybody know that's watching and listening right now about your events, and also how they can reach you on Instagram, all your contacts, all your point of contacts, if you have websites, social media, and all that good stuff. It's time to shout you guys out. Go
Awesome sauce.
ahead.
Okay, so we do have. I did mention we do have our cinch bag drive. We're collecting hygiene products. Let's see, hygiene products, clothing, unused clothing like a pack of socks, undergarments, t-shirts. Mostly though, we're focusing on the hygiene products for the cinch bag drives, and we have some drop-off boxes until March 15th. We have at 11th Crystals by Paul, The Tree Shop, Underground Dungeon, Ready Made Designs, and IDYLLYWYLD. Sorry, that was a long one. And we have drop boxes at all those locations that you can drop off at any time during their business hours. We will be making our final pickup on March 15th, and we will be preparing all the cinch bags for drop off to foster kids and their families. This is just to help them out with their hygiene products because prices are going up. And then on the 16th, we have our thank you wave at 4:30 at the ITC intersection. Please wear blue if you can, and if you are showing up, please wear blue. That is the color of foster care. And bring a sign if you want. If not, you can just come and wave, show some support, and that'll be at 4:30 at the ITC building. And if you have any other questions, you can contact me, Kai, at on my Instagram. It's KaiKai93. If you want to email me, it is at KaiOgo, KTF2022@gmail.com. And or you can if you want to make any other kinds of donations, you can also contact me on WhatsApp 987-7313. And let's see, that's it for now.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Hey, well, that was session number 52.
Hey, JC, before
What?
you sign off,
What's up,
I'd
bro?
like to reach out to our listeners here in Texas.
Uh-huh.
For I was thinking your cinch bag. When is your cinch bag, Kai?
Our cinch bag, we're doing our last pickup on the 15th for all the donations. We're picking up. Yes.
Well,
so this
our
is
listeners,
the bags are going out in me.
Send us, give us a message or send us a message here and about if you'd like to donate some toiletries or any clothing that we can put together, and we can all send a nice package to Kai from us in Texas here. So
sweet.
Just reaching out to our listeners. Yeah, just down DM to us, and just let us know where you're at. We'll come and pick it up. We'll pick up everything. We'll pack it up and we'll send it to Kai for the Hope for Foster Homes Foundation, for Kate Thomas Foundation. So
nice.
Thank you guys so
right,
much.
So,
Thank you.
You guys can reach us at if you guys want to donate to to Kate Thompson Foundation, The Islanders View on Instagram, or you can email us at theislandersview@gmail.com.
And we'll come
Let
pick it
us-
up.
Yeah, we'll come pick it up. Or if you have our number, just shoot me a text.
Just call us, text us, and we'll come pick it up, and we'll pack it up, and we'll send it to Kai for their cinch bag.
Oh yeah,
My number
Thank you
changed,
guys
so just
so
hit me on
much.
IG.
of course. Anything else? Anything else before I sign us off?
I got a joke.
Thank you
Kai.
guys for
Thank you,
having
Kai.
Of
us.
course.
Thank
What's
you
the-
for
Wait,
it. Was
hold on.
very illuminating.
What's the joke, B?
What did one
Hmm?
Filipino statue say to the other?
Oh my gosh, really, bro? That is so
What?
weak, dude. Is that you?
I'm gonna drink to that. Mm-mm. That's
Oh, that was too easy. I never heard of that one. But that's easy.
Thank you for joining us, Kai. It was a very,
Guy,
very
thank you
awesome.
for joining us. Awesome.
You've inspired me.
Thank you
to
guys for having
research,
us.
You've
Of course.
inspired me to research being a foster parent. So
Too bad. Kat couldn't stay on longer. Just
I know.
send us.
It would've been
send
great.
Send her our love and support. Let her know that we will be sending a package for y'all.
Thank you guys so
from the family
much.
here
I
in
will
Texas.
let her
Of course.
know. Thank you guys for having us on.
Of
And I hope that it reached a lot of people and you guys could really consider if taking in foster kids. If not, then being part of the foster community and help support.
Of course.
yeah,
Yes, thank you
support.
so much, Kai.
But I
Hope for
want to.
foster homes.
Awesome. Of course. But hey, that's session number 52.5, 52, take number 2. Thanks to Kai. That was awesome. But I want to thank everybody for watching and listening to our listeners and viewers. Again, if it's your first time here on the show, please subscribe, like, comment down below, and share the love, because that's what we do here at the Islanders View. Please share the love. One love and God bless. We are out until session number 53 next week. We love you guys. Thank you guys for all the love and support. We are out. Peace.
Just
Hey, where do you think you're going? You haven't left our minds yet. Again, thanks for watching and listening. And like we say on the islands, the first time you're a guest in our home, and after that, you're family. So welcome to the family. One love and God bless. Peace.